Ravens to kick off. They won the toss, deferred. They don't have T. Higgins tonight. He's out for at least one more game. And they go right to the air, and it's a 7-yard gain. Second down and 3. Off play action. Burrow steps up, finds his man, goes to Chase, who caught from the 43. Up the middle, nothing happening there. First-year defensive coordinator Mike McDonald was here. Did such a great job. He's now the head coach in Seattle. That pass is broken up. 3rd and 9. Burrow stepping up, stepping forward and throwing, and it's caught. And to the 30-yard line goes Jamar Chase.
To stay right in alignment there with a vision of his quarterback.
Put a fullback in here. Give it to Brown to the outside. Breaks one tackle. Not a
quarterback in this Bengals team.
Brown through the middle. So they race up to the line of scrimmage and take the play clock down to 6 seconds. In the pocket. Open. Making the catch and taking it to the 5-yard line. Touchdowns.
9th play of this drive.
Burrow looks left, throws there, and make a challenge worth 2 yards. No, you tell me.
They'll lose the timeout.
Yeah, second down, goal. Burrow to the end zone, reaching up, it's incomplete.
The team you'd expect to see.
3rd and goal, chased out. Burrow throwing and just has to throw it away. So that time they enter in the backfield. Now Brown out of the slot. Burrow chase. Burrow under pressure, in trouble, fires, incomplete, but a flag is thrown to the end zone.
Flag was thrown.
Holding defense number 21.
Goal now.
From the 1. Looking for the end zone and finding it. 9:23 to go in the opening quarter. Underway on Thursday Night Football in Baltimore. Bengals 7, Ravens nothing. And he's flanked by Derrick Henry. And what a signing that was. A fake it to him. Jackson going deep on the first play and broken up. For 2 receiver, Zay Flowers, number 4, there he is going to the right side. He has been fantastic. And here goes Henry.
Or you're at the mercy of the play calling of Todd Monken, the offensive coordinator. It can run it, get him on the edge, or throw it.
Henry out, so Hill is in, and Justice Hill gets taken down. We'll punt down to Trenton Irwin, who drifts over and
of my career, and here he is back in Baltimore a year later.
Not only was he out of that game, he was out for the rest of the season, and he gets hit from Burrow out of the pocket in goal-to-go situations. Get him out of the pocket again. Signals downfield, throws, and is lucky that wasn't picked at the...
Like about Burrow is, watch the hand gesture. He tries to move people, trying to get somebody to help him out. There aren't a lot.
Pressure, extra pressure, fires too high.
He's on an island. It's one thing to cover him, but the reason Burrow misses Chase is because on this outcut, he gets held. Look how close they still came to completing this twice.
Crowd didn't like it. It's the home of the fabled manure chant, which we've heard in the past. Brown.
I think that's why you saw Herbert get signed with that injury to Moss.
Yeah, got Herbert in a deal with the Bears. Meanwhile, Burrow steps up, throws. That's a first down. Brown again.
That one will come back.
Holding offense number 64.
37 yards per game, second best in the NFL. 1st and 20. Burrow to the outside. That's caught, breaking a tackle, picking up
scrimmage instead of just being stationary at one spot, and he's really taken off with that.
It's a secondary that's tough. That has their 19th play. Pressure again. Brown makes a nice block, and Chase makes the catch. Completed 9. Under 4 to play in the quarter. Brown again.
Nice acceleration as well.
2nd down and 3. Play fake, pass, and going down. And
I'm with you.
Yeah, historically they've been getting off to bad starts.
Yeah.
Burrow escapes, throws, and that's incomplete along the sideline. Kappa looking back. Burrow, deep drop. Burrow down the sideline, and that's incomplete. The coverage is good.
Schedule. I usually go to those Bengals home games. Went to that game. Cincinnati had control of that game.
Henry will be 31 before the end of the season. Give it to him. 2nd down and 11. Jackson throws, reaching up, making the grab
there to put that right on the money to the big tight end.
From the 43, that pass is in.
You're really coming along. Derrick Henry gets a lot of the attention, but they are so much better on the edge.
2nd down and 10. Jackson out of the pocket, always dangerous. Proves it again. 1st down.
Give him room. What are you going to do? He's going to make you pay either way.
They let him out the side door. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's key.
Off the field in time when a substitution.
20 men on the field. Defense. 5-yard penalty.
Coordinator in his 6th year in that role with the Bengals. Jackson, play fake, throws, caught, Flowers, breaks the tackle, spins around, gets around Pratt, gets tackled after out. And that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter with the Bengals leading the Ravens 7-0 on Thursday Night Football. Night quarter begins. Al Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit, Kaylee Hartung on a 1st and 10. Henry gets the toss. Henry down the sideline. And
around the corner for a positive gain of 7.
Here he is again. And that time the coverage is very good. Flowers in motion, 3rd and 4. He throws a dart that's caught by Hill. And 1st and goal. Lamar. Wide open. Nelson Aguilar, touchdown, Baltimore. The 2nd quarter. Thursday Night Football in Baltimore. Locked up 7-7. Meanwhile, here's the debut for Khalil Herbert. Just came over from Chicago, and he drops the ball. 2nd and 11. Burrow. Look out. Escapes. Throws. Flanked by a couple of tight ends in the backfield, and throws to one of them, and fighting his way up to the 39-yard. Sets up at the 10-yard line for the Bengals. Very high kick, sky high, fair caught by a quarterback. And at age 27, he's going to what I used to call Gretzky the record book.
Right. Frustrated, get behind the sticks.
Play fake. Flowers, nothing. Henry. Fights his way. Yeah, spread it out. Go 5 wide on 3rd and 15. Quick throw. Flowers looks for room. Breaks a couple of tackles with Trenton Irwin. Sets up inside the 35. High floating kick. 34. Irwin looking for some room. There is none. Wins. Again, the teams are 8-28. But then against teams that have winning records, very tough. Burrow, tip. Straight drop. Comes out. Gonna run it and gonna be taken down offside. That's always the case in a situation like this. Play clock at 5. And meanwhile,
snapped it
yeah,
to Tanner Hudson. Burrow communicates over to the offensive sideline. He said, "Oh, is that the call?" And then the ball is snapped to Hudson.
So they gamble, they go for it, get it, first down. Burrow retreats, little floater here, and nothing doing for Brown. He had no chance. Dropped
this game.
Have to get to the 49 of Baltimore. Burrow rolling against the grain. And up 46 yards. Wallace back at the 15. Wallace calls for a fair catch. And will be in Canton for that induction. He's close. From the 20-yard line. Here's Henry. And Henry for the lead in that department. Quick throw, caught. On a 3rd and 5. Jackson deep down the left side. They have 2 Ravens are there.
Well, really good play there on 3rd down. I don't even know if he saw the ball, but he got in position. And
meanwhile, for Stout, now his 3rd punt of the night. And 4:02 to go in the first half. And Burrow hands the ball off.
Linebacker spot. Able to penetrate, made a nice play.
2nd and 10. Burrow stepping up, throws on the run, and
making that throw.
Gain of 13 from the 40-yard line now. Brown. There goes Hamilton. You saw Hamilton come up to the line. Lurking. Goes back into coverage. 2nd down and 6. Flip it here. And a nice move there to the half. From the 49-yard line, first down. Burrow fires over the middle and finds his man. Bengals have 2 timeouts. Rush 4. Open. 30-yard line. Brown. First down and a few more. Very few guys like Hamilton. Meanwhile, Burrow to the end, almost to the end zone, but incomplete. And they caught him.
Offside. Defense number 99.
1st and 5. Burrow, after surveying, to the end zone. As it picked off in the end zone, it's Stevens, Brandon Stevens, in bounds after the pick. Well,
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. The 2nd foot came down out of bounds. Bring up 2nd down from the previous spot.
so here's the situation. Before the left foot gets down, the right foot is out of bounds.
So hit the white before the left foot got down.
So Cincinnati with the ball on a 2nd down and 5 now. Burrow pressured, tripped up from behind. In the game, 44 seconds. Burrow fires over the middle, caught, and that's going to make it a first down and goal. Tanner Hudson.
Chase by himself on the left, safety over top.
Burrow looks that way, flushed out, throws, caught in the end zone, touchdown.
Squaring up to Burrow and just settling in a yard or 2 inside that goal line makes it an easy target.
So they can pick up enough of a chunk here to set up Tucker. They go to the outside. That's a short game. Yeah, 2-to-1 time of possession. Indeed, keeping Jackson on the bench. Fires over the middle, and that's incomplete.
He does a heck of a job. He's got his defense, again, dialed in tonight, but definitely not putting up the numbers they did earlier a couple years ago.
3rd and 7. Jackson floats one. Andrews gets out of bounds.
Prior to the pass, holding defense number 57.
That'll work the outside. You're almost compelled to. Unless you want to fling a Hail Mary. Instead, they work the middle, but the tackle is made inbounds. So Deontay Johnson, who they just picked up, they're going to race the ball to the middle of the field, but not enough time. Right there, that's the end of it. Yep.
Yeah, Mike Hilton, the nickel, makes a heck of a play there in space.
So the Ravens will get the ball as we start the second half. Opening game, week 10. Tonight, a different story. Meanwhile, they've taken Good care, the Bengals defense of Henry. Was going to be his 7th carry. Instead, it's Jackson slides to. Blakeman is our referee.
Holding offense number 77.
Listen to 380. I believe you. 1st and 20. Under pressure. Gets away. Surveying. Running it. There he goes.
What are you dealing with?
Yeah, runs about 35 to get 1. 2nd and 19. Good protection. Fires, and then the receiver falls down. 3-man rush. Flag. Caught at the 25 and up to the 31. Clete Blakeman telling us.
Illegal formation. Offense. Number 70 was not on the line of scrimmage.
For the way they're playing tonight.
Stout's 4th punt of the night. Short kick, fair catch, call for made.
Their rhythm.
And averaging about 4.5 yards per play. Burrow fires, caught, chase. They try to chase him down, and they cannot. Touchdown.
Watch the linebacker play, and it's been a weakness of this Baltimore defense in coverage, trying to locate the crosser. Look at that space. Great job from a timing standpoint, and then this is just next level. Probably the best in the league, almost at running back skill set.
So a 14-point lead, and after hesitating, Mitchell's going to come out of the end zone for a reasonable facsimile thereof. From the 28-yard line, up the middle, go again, and they stop him again. 3rd and 4. Jackson pressured, can't be brought down from behind, gets the pass away, and it's caught.
There's that bend, the length, he extends and just misses him. Look how close that is. Gets his right hand.
Flowers. 3 extra days to get ready for the next game.
Downfield offense, number 65.
5 wide. 1st and 15. Jackson can't get him that time tonight. Jackson is thrown for 91 on 18 attempts. He'll keep it and get 11. Deep drop. Pressured again, all the way back, and just flips it away. Caught and taken to the these days.
Yeah.
At M&T Bank Stadium. They want to know what's going on here. This is a team that 3 times this year. Stout is now making his 5th punt of the night. Taken to the 16, there's a flag. His rest.
During the kick, holding, receiving team number 27.
For 2:28 tonight. Not even halfway through the 3rd quarter. Adds a few more here. The Ryan Fitzpatrick of his era. 2nd and 6. Burrow dumps it off. Drop. Empty the backfield. Goes this time again to
base.
Hudson has caught 6 on 7 targets. And out to the 20. 2nd and 5. Brown again. Fighting his way. Ball is out. Ball is out. Ravens think they have it.
Roquan Smith, they got to make a play, and you can see they're ripping at that football. Great job by a 44 Humphrey. Knew exactly what he needed to do.
So Lamar, after flexing his hand on the bench, fires, no ill effects, and that'll be an 8-yard gain. Not even a fist bump. 2nd and 2. Henry, and there he goes.
Be able to get downhill, build that momentum up. That one he did.
There he goes again. This Hill in the backfield. Send him out to the right. Jackson backing up, backing away, under pressure, and down the sideline he goes. Lamar Jackson, can he stay in bounds all the way? He stopped inside the one.
When a game is on the line, you better get him down. B.J. Hill, with his little stunt move, has a chance to keep contained. Once he got out, I think maybe some of the defenders thought he was out of bounds, but look at him shaking people. Takes it almost, good blocks downfield. The big center, Linderbaum. Look at Hill giving you an effort. Andrews.
And tight ropes the sideline. Do they give it to Henry? Indeed they do. And he backs his way in. Bengals 21. Ravens 14 on Thursday Night Football. Returnable, 4-yard line. Burton to the outside he goes. Backs up and goes out of bounds at the 19-yard. Last year, with a wrist injury, play action, hangs in the pocket, throws. Brown makes that catch. Huge, 2nd and 3. Burrow stepping up, fires on the run. Brown again.
Players in the NFL that plays defense.
2nd and 8. Brown makes this grab. Comes
Great. He wants to get better.
Name something he can't do. 3rd and 2. 4-man rush. Burrow chased out. Burrow throws. Chase is there. And Roquan Smith. Burrow on his way to 300. Instead, he gets sacked. When play resumes after 3. Cincinnati 21. Baltimore 14. From the Baltimore 40-yard line. Burrow pressured again. Rolls away. Burrow again pressured. Fires. Incomplete.
Step up. Shakes that would-be sack and almost hits that to Jamar Chase.
Right for the rookie Ryan Rico. Fair catch called for. Made at the 8-yard. And now down by 7. Here they go. Start with a pass. Caught. Short. Henry. Yeah. Had to avoid Ricard as well, the fullback. Meanwhile, the pass is caught. Wallace makes the grab. Wallace down the sideline. Wallace is going to go all the way, assuming he stayed in bounds all the way.
Instead, it's Wallace who ends up getting away from this defense. There's Britt, misses the tackle. Wilson with this feels that stiff arm. Safety Geno Stone comes over late. What an effort by Tyler Wallace to take that all over to the end zone. Here's a great look to see if he stayed in bounds. Right here when Wilson hits him, it comes very close.
Still, look at that, the right foot.
Oh, that's the one they'll look at. Every other step he took is clearly in bounds. It was that one right foot. It was close.
Almost looked like the toe was in, the heel was up.
Right.
That's what they're looking at.
What a turnaround.
All good. Tucker for the point after. And of all the guys, no. Justin Tucker. Wow. Go figure that baby out. 21-20 Cincinnati. Longest pass of Jackson's career. Burrow deep, and that's caught, and and completes that one for 17 to Chase. Brown, 4 yards, 25 of 40. This time good protection for him, but good coverage by the Ravens. Standing, Chase wide right. And 3rd and 6. Burrow over the middle. Caught. Brown. Extra pressure. Gets it away. Caught along the
1st and 10.
They'll make it a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5. Dumps it off. Brown again all night long. Going for it all for Chase. Double covered. 8-yard field goal attempt. 4th and 2. But the play clock at 1. Get it off. Again going deep. And that's incomplete. Ball at the 35-yard line. Wide open. Inside Bengal territory.
He's coming alive here.
I'll say. 84-yard gain, 20-yard gain. Fake to Henry. Fired over the middle. That's caught. That's Andrews.
Legal procedure. They're doing the right things, playing their kind of football.
Henry.
Division. Nice back door cut there by Henry.
2nd and 1. Jackson. And he picks up.
That's playing well.
Dumps it off. Henry. This time it's Hill. 3rd and 9. Pressure. Wide open. Touchdown. Mark Andrews.
Von Bell trying to get someone's attention.
Jackson. Struts in. And they've erased a 14-point deficit to lead by 7. 28-21. Fourth quarter leads in recent years. And tonight, turning its head on a dime. Burrow going deep, getting free. Chase, look at this. Just like that. And Chase is going to, strut to the 1-yard line. Crowd doesn't like that.
I think that's
goes into the end zone.
That's a response to give Bengals all the credit in the world, but he gets caught up in Gesicki, and then he just kind of gets lost. I don't know the coverage, so I don't know if he needs to be back there in center field, but obviously somebody needs to be helping 21 Stevens out. That's a mismatch one-on-one in an island. He needs somebody back there to be able to help him over top. Look at Stevens running. That's why I think they gave up on the play, looking around at each other like, where was my help over top? So that time, Marcus Williams, who, by the way, was benched just a couple weeks ago, he responded well last week. Two of the best quarterbacks in the league, two of the best, some of these skill guys, and they're going head-to-head, tied up 28 with 5:30 to go.
Jackson, look out. Again avoids a sack. What else is new? He throws deep, and that is picked off by... pending another look at this. Everything, of course, turnovers are reviewed. Does he hold on? Does he keep it?
Oh, that hits the ground.
Ball hits the ground.
Yeah,
Henry. 3rd and 6. 4-man rush. Lamar throws. Caught. 1st down. 4 minutes to go. Jackson to the outside. That's taken by Flowers. Henry. 2nd and 2. Henry again. Just enough.
right now to get that opportunity.
Ravens next 2 games on the road, Pittsburgh and the Chargers. Flowers makes the grab. There's a flag. Ravens backing up.
Downfield, offense number 64.
Ball back at the 29. Little dump off.
Ace, you just can't give them any time.
2nd and 10. Fires, caught, spinning around, takes it to the 8-yard line. Some very key catches tonight.
Yeah.
1st and goal. After another timeout was taken.
Burrow time. compared to letting him work the clock down.
It's a thought if Baltimore wants to go in the end zone. Jackson throws, and that's incomplete.
You have some time to work. Now they don't have to worry about that after the incompletion.
Not at all. 3rd and goal. Jackson running around. Little jump pass, touchdown.
To work now for Burrow and Chase. And here's this throw. Watch this little Steph Curry little jump. And look at the follow through.
Yep.
In the perfect location. Down 7.
Chased out. Throws. Chase to the right. Burrow pressured as he throws and Chase.
2 tight ends in that backfield.
Burrow fires over the middle. Nobody home there. On 4th down, Burrow fires, and that is going to be caught at the 40-yard line. Burrow fires, incomplete.
Washington, who's a corner, he's 5'8". Gesicki is 6'5", 6'6". Gets that right.
To the outside. Chase.
Personal foul, grabbing the face mask.
He did.
Number 44.
That'll be, and it's the veteran Humphrey gets that right hand up. Josivac.
Deep drop, under pressure, throws, he's got Chase again. And Chase to the 23, but a flag is thrown. 2 flags in the offensive backfield.
Burrow got destroyed after he threw this ball. By the way, he's been hit all night, gets hit underneath, gets hit over top. They follow through, drive him into the ground. Washington does. And look where the location of that ball is. Once again, under direct.
From the 12. Burrow to the back corner of the end zone. Defense 2nd and 10. Hangs in the pocket again, fires, caught.
Offside, defense number 53, lined up in the neutral zone. Coming 5 yards, replay, 2nd down.
Burrow flushed out to Brown. And Brown is out of bounds at the.
If they do, for Zach Taylor.
Chase lined up to the right side. Looks that way. Throws that way. Caught! Chase.
And he's able to go up and over both of them. And a spectacular catch there by Jamar Chase once again.
So they wanted to see what the defense had. Chase to the left side. To the right side he goes. Incomplete at the goal line.
Didn't look to, but watch how physical this route is. He's got 2 Ravens on him. They grab a hold of him, and he right away, that's defensive holding right there that they should have called. And here's Hudson matched up one-on-one, again, with an undersized defensive back. Ball's just too high.
These days, back to the 2-pointer we go.
This is after the throw on the 2-point conversion. Oh, wow.
Missed calls, the whole thing. It's so frustrating to the fans. So frustrating.
Would have ended up winning the game, but they would have definitely had another opportunity.
Every week. But the Ravens gained 389 yards. The Bengals 472. So again, tons of offense. But at the end of the day, it came down to that 2-point missed conversion. So 4 straight touchdown